Is being intimidated by teenagers weird/pathetic? I'd be more scared of a group of 16-year-olds than a group of 35-year-olds. They're the same age group assaulting people in public and teachers on video for likes and comedy, so fair. Nah, it's normal. The adolescent human male is the most violent, dangerous, and unpredictable animal on the planet. Throughout all of human history, wars have been primarily fought by teenage boys. The rational part of their brain isn't developed yet, but their physical abilities are at their prime. They're stupid and aggressive. It's a bad combination. Teenagers are vile goblins. It's reasonable. I'm not intimidated, I just don't fucking like them. I didn't like most of them when I was a teenager either. I'm 45 with one teenage boy and one just hitting 20, and while I love them, most days I can't fucking stand their smelly asses. All the bros, brus, caps, mids, and chugis make me wanna fucking slap them. Also, the pretend bowing up they think is so funny is about to make them sterile when I decide to crush their nuts. That being said, my parents were probably tired of my shit in the 92. Teenagers are definitely more likely to do something violent or at least crazy than other age groups. But that still doesn't apply to all teenagers in all situations. They are also probably weaker than you, and easily intimidated by acting unimpressed. Most of the time you will be fine by ignoring them or acting like whatever they're doing is normal and slightly boring to you. They're just children. I'm a HS teacher. Just leave them alone and they won't bother you unless they see your fear, and then they will pounce. 100% when I encounter a group of teens in the wild, my thoughts usually go right to don't talk to me, about the same time I forget how to walk normally. I spend like 4 or 5 hours a week fight training too. There's just something about it that spikes my HR. Maybe some childhood shit? Teenagers are the most terrifying group to be around. I actively avoid them. I'm very afraid of teenage boys. I mean, if you look at the ages of violent offenders, a shocking amount are very young males. The worst are the young loud boys. They are so fucking annoying at the gym, OMG. That's why you should keep your own badass 17-yo with you at all times, so that he can open up a can of legal woo pass when shit goes down. I bet you can rent one. I was 21 when 3 15-year-olds tried to rob me at gunpoint. No, you're not wrong to be wary of them. You ever listen to a band called My Chemical Romance? I guess you wouldn't know the song I'm talking about as you're almost still a teenager. Nope, I'm a very large hairy male that played a lot of sport at varying levels and looked like the last man in a crowd that would be picked as a target unless someone were trying to prove themselves. I'm not a fighter, but confidently say I could handle a group of 2-3 teens if they jumped me without weapons. But boy, do groups of teenagers get my back up like nothing else. Teens are intimidating, it's not just you. I think it's the unpredictability of teens we have all seen on the TV and with our own eyes. I know from experience that a level-headed good kid can be dangerous to others, from hormones, peer pressure, and trying to fit in. It's terrifying. I'm not usually intimidated or even uncomfortable around them, because I realize they all think I have drugs and probably a gun. But then a lot of people ask me about my tattoos because they're not 100% sure they aren't gang-related. Just be cool around and show them the respect you'd show an adult and you'll be fine. I see teenagers do stupid stuff pretty regularly, and I have to remind myself that I was committing felonies at their age. So I try not to judge or get into altercations. No, it is not weird or pathetic, especially if aggressive sentiments are prevalent. I know of a youth center that had to actually hire security because the woman who managed the place was threatened by some 17-year-old dudes. I'm 32 and I'm intimidated by teenagers. Maybe it's because of the horrible memories I have from high school. The girls were mean AF. I look very young for my age, so I still feel like I could be close in age to them and they're whispering about me behind my back. Depends on what kind of group you're around. I'm 19, and most 15-18-year-old guys scare the shit out of me, especially as a smaller girl knowing all that alpha male BS going around.